So I was like 10 minutes into a video, and it was going really well, and then the computer died, ran out of batteries, and I lost all the video I'd done. So that is sad, but it is not plugged in because I just brought it back downstairs. But it's plugged in now, and we're at 5%, and it can only go up. So here we go. Since I missed so many videos, oh, by the way, I'm wearing a brace because I slept on it weird, which is embarrassing thing number one, because that's wimpy. Just have a brace on there because it hurts, and I slept on it weird. I didn't even do anything exciting. So since I missed so many videos, I'm just gonna go. I've been going through this box of old childhood stuff. And however many embarrassing things it is, that's how many it's going to be. I have a feeling it'll be more than I owe. It already has been plenty. And I'll go back and go through some of the highlights of the old stuff. Firstly, this is a sock. When I was in 3rd grade, we did a whole rainforest unit, and we had a puppet show. And I was the ocelot. As you can see, he had his own little voice and everything, but you know, I can't do the voice for you because puberty. And he's got little vampire fang teeth, and he's made out of my stepdad's sock. And you can probably tell my mom did most of it, seeing as it's, you know, well made enough to still be alive after 9 years. Let's see, we've got some handmade neckerchief things, because you need, you know, the neckerchief, it's a handkerchief, and you fold it in half so it's a triangle, and then you roll it up, and you wrap it around, and the two ends come together, and there's a triangle in the back, and so you need something to hold those two ends together. So that's what these are. Homemade. Made them myself for Boy Scouts. Oh, this is embarrassing, but it's Glen Canyon. It's the literal Glen Canyon. Then this one was a literal gold mine. We had these planners. You can plan your stuff. We had them every year, and there's just lots of good stuff in here. So let me go through. Let me find you some of the stuff. Oh, I was obsessed with pie. Well, not pie itself. I was obsessed with saying I like pie. I didn't actually really like pie that much, but you know, this is all throughout the notebook. There's a notes and goals section. Like there's a day of the week. Each box is a day of the week, and then there's notes and goals. So I like pie. You can see the drawing of the pie. This was when I was learning cursive, and you can tell I barely just learned cursive by how good my penmanship is. Pie is good. You bet it is. So that's me. Oh, here's what I did. So it says goals and notes. That's what this section is labeled. And so I crossed it out and wrote Knowles, as you can see, and then also I like pie, and I'm pretty sure what I was going for here was I was gonna like draw it in all caps, but I was gonna do it with all like straight lines, but then it turned out the only letter that normally has curves in it was the P, and so that was the only thing. Or maybe the P, that part, is meant to represent a slice of pie. You know, we'll never really know. And then I do not know what this is. Sonic Night Yield. And this was when I decided I wanted to be a person who could draw an and symbol, so that's me practicing. Got some Pinewood Derby cars. I did it 3 times. This is the one that's the best. He's not there now, but because I took him off to play with him. But there was a little Lego guy that sat on here. We mounted this block on there with hot glue so that he could sit on there during the race, because I was really into Legos at this time. And this is the best thing ever. This is a little wallet, but there's not money in here because when me and my siblings were little, we used this stuff, this fake money, which is, you know, much smaller than real money. And the regular money bills, normal actual currency, say on them, this is legal tender for all debts, public and private. And the bad ones, the bad dollars, don't say anything at that spot. But the good ones say, this note is not legal tender for all debts, public and private. It's my favorite. But these ones just say, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. And I don't know if that's legal. I heard somewhere that the rule is that fake money has to be like smaller than 75% or bigger than 150 in order for it to be legal. Otherwise, it's literally counterfeit money. So I have all this. This is a lot of fake money, because we used it as actual currency. And don't worry, if you thought that was all there was, boy, you were mistaken, because I also have coins. Lots and lots of coins. I'll dump them out. Lots and lots. Look at all this. Oh yeah, I'll have to clean that up. So when I was in 6th grade, we had vocabulary words, so like 20 words in a week, and you'd have to spell them and define them at the end of the week on the test. And to encourage us to learn, the teacher would, if we found any of the words like in the wild, like we were reading a book and we came across a word, then she'd give us little grabbers, which were there was like a little currency, and you could buy candy or whatever with them. So one vocabulary word that we had one time was innovation, and this said California Innovations on it, and I never went in to get my grabber because I was just too shy to claim that. So that's kind of embarrassing. Related story, the teacher would always say, like if somebody said something like, I need to sharpen my pencil, she'd be like, that sounds like a personal problem to me. And then, like, that was the thing she'd say all the time. And then one week, the vocab word was personal. And so every time she would say that, everyone would raise their hand and say, oh, can I have a grabber? And so she stopped saying it. It was awesome. Here's a little case that's shaped like an Oreo, which isn't in itself embarrassing, but it is embarrassing that I decided to put it in there and keep it for time immemorial. I don't know if I used that word right just now. Let's look at some drawings. So here we've got a person in a bed. You can see the Z's to indicate that he is indeed asleep. It's difficult to tell what is his body and what is the covers / sheets of the bed. Maybe it's deeply symbolic and he is the bed, symbolizing how he sleeps all the time. This is a maze. Back to the sleeping man. That's more symbolism. Here's the maze. I would draw mazes sometimes, and then I solved it. I would draw mazes and then solve my own mazes. Oh, this is something cool. This isn't really embarrassing, but it's something that I like to do. If you're just bored somewhere and you have a pencil and paper, you can just throw the pencil down at the paper just randomly and then connect the dots and then turn it into a picture. So this one became an abstract fish bird type of being. And the rest of this is blank. Oh, here's a grabber. My teacher would, in order to like make the grabbers authentic, so you couldn't go home and just copy them off, she would stamp it. So this stamp is Garfield. So that's exciting. Here's some rocks I saved. This is from a hike in Yuma in 2008 and or 2009. So, you know, this one's very sparkly. I can see the appeal in keeping it. This one's kind of flattish and shiny. I can also understand why one might want to save that in the box that they're keeping forever. Here's other rocks from the Y at BYU. These are not special at all. I don't understand. Like, they're not shiny. They're just regular rocks. So, I mean, I'm not going to take them out. They're going to stay in there. Oh, this is some foreign currency that I should have taken to Europe when I went. Oh, and now it's mixed in with all the fake coins on the floor. Nice. Nice, Nathan. Francs. Hey. That's exciting. Partly because France no longer uses francs. So, you know, they're just a little bit worthless, but not, like, super worthless, right? I mean, maybe they're, like, collectors. Maybe I'll just save them for longer. That's something that would be a good thing to do. Ooh, a pound. That's exciting. Ooh, Canadian cents, if I want to go up there. I only have 6 Canadian cents. I don't know what the conversion is. Cents maybe are very valuable in Canada. I don't know. Oh, Spain. Spain also no longer uses their own currency, I think. I think they're on the euro. So these are also, you know, worthless. That's fine, though. This, I don't know what it is at all. I have 100 of them. If you can read it, you can't. So, you know, whatever. And I don't know how this became the Nathan Shows You His Foreign Currency show, but that's what it came. Oh, look. I think this is 2 euros. Nope. Italian currency. Sweet, another defunct form. That's awesome. Do they take? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Tiago's gonna call me out, but I think you can only use euros in those places. I don't know. I decided to make my own wallet out of extra fabric that we just had laying around, and so it's not bad, except it's the wrong size for American currency. But here's one side. It's made of penguin fabric, and you've got 2 pockets here on the top, one there. This is a good design for like a 5th grader or something, and then one like in the middle. And I suppose it folds like this and goes in your pocket. So, I mean, this isn't embarrassing so much as I'm kind of proud of this. Old pictures. When I was little, I went to a kind of sports camp at BYU, which is a college, and it included baseball, which I actually don't like and I'm not good at. Those are the 2 things you really want when you're playing a sport. I know there's a solo picture of me in a very, very nice pose with a baseball glove. So if only I can find it. I decided that crawdad was a good thing to take a picture of at Lake Powell. So there you have it. These are, by the way, taken with a disposable camera and then developed at Target. Not a sponsor. Here we go. Oh boy, there's more than one. There's me with a baseball and a glove. Zoom in. High tech. Oh yeah. Look at that. You can tell that I'm there because I want to be there, and this is the thing I want to do. And number 2. There we go. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Look at me. Look at that stance. Look at those wide legs. That is stable. I'm not going anywhere. You could pelt me with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and I would stay there solid like concrete. Okay, I've got one more pack of photos, and then I'm going to call it because this video, I have to go to bed. I have band camp tomorrow. Tomorrow's the first day of band camp, and that's exciting, but this video is already 16 minutes. This one has another person in it, and I am going to edit them out. Look at that. Look at me. Is that nice or what? Sorry, I can't hold it still. I don't have anywhere to rest my arms. But look at that. Look at that tongue. That is nice. Oh, perfect. What a great way to end this. This is a running off into the sunset kind of picture. Look at that. That's your High School Musical Breakfast Club, kind of freeze-framed up in the air, off the bale of hay. Very nice. Very good. I'm into it. I dig it. This is good. This has been fun. I have another box and a half of embarrassing stuff if anything like this ever happens again. Although with this box, I did do most of the good stuff. I didn't short you on any of the nice embarrassing things, so you don't have to worry about that. I will see you the next time I see you. I am so behind on these videos, but I am going to watch all of them, and I'm going to catch up. I'm going to watch every last gall darn one of them. It's going to happen. I've been looking at my face instead of the camera for a lot of this video, but that's just how it's going to be. Goodbye.